27,360 minutes. That's how long Schmoochel's available to buy or breed. 27,360 minutes. How do you satisfy a Schmoochel's need to breed? With cookies, with cupcakes, with donuts, with big, big salads, with pizza, with bread, with ice cream and cake. In 27,360 minutes, is that enough time for all the treats to bake during the season of...
What do you think you're doing?
I'm singing the song, Season of Love.
It's Seasons of Love.
Not today, it isn't. During the season of love. Happy monstering, everybody, and welcome to today's episode of My Singing Monsters Live, your one-stop shop for everything to do with My Singing Monsters. I am Monster Handler Matt.
Monster Handler Mike, of course.
And we're very excited for you to be joining us on today, lucky episode number 13. Yes, 13, a significant number during the season of love this year. That's all I'll say.
Oh.
That's all I'll say.
Lucky number 13.
Yes, and also, you know, people theorized for a long time that a mysterious 13th celestial existed. That has since been debunked.
I don't want you to start a whole rumor mill now about this 13th celestial.
Well, no, I'm not. I'm getting it right out of the way. I'm just saying that it has been a significant number. Also, of course, Furcorn the 13th.
Of course.
It's spooktacular costume. So, as far as My Singing Monsters is concerned, 13 is a lucky number.
Very
for
lucky.
us, not an unlucky number. So,
now watch everything. The whole stream's gonna crash today. It's gonna be
well, I certainly
all messy.
I certainly hope not. Did you like that little song that I was working on?
Yeah, it was great.
I'm so pleased that you enjoyed it.
It was. I know you're very proud.
I
of it.
am exceptionally proud of it. I was working hard on it, and
I heard you cackling to yourself multiple times.
Well, yes, I have been known to cackle. Of course, there's no better time to be singing a song like that than now during the Season of Love, which officially launched this past Wednesday. We tried something a little new, and we did a YouTube premiere, which we've never done before.
I think it went well.
I agree, and we had our pre-show as well, during which Monster Handler Eric and I discussed some things about behind the scenes Season of Love, as well as answered some of the questions that the community had sent in. So that was a lot of fun.
Very casual.
And we'll be we are trying on our new Big Blue Bubble branded outfits, but we're back in our Monster Handler outfits today.
It's My Singing Monsters
Live. Yeah, exactly. Well, whatever it is. So that's very exciting. But before we launch right into today, we've got something to take care of.
Of course,
as we always do.
The rigmarole at the beginning of the show.
You got it.
We want to shout out to all of those who have subscribed. When you subscribe, you can do it with Amazon Prime, Twitch Prime, or you can just choose to subscribe. And the beautiful thing about that is you get fun emojis.
It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, it is a beautiful thing. You don't get ads. And most importantly, you can win something. Just by being a subscriber.
We have a subscriber giveaway that happens every single episode of My Singing Monsters Live. And today is no exception. So, the lucky 13th... Maybe it's not the 13th. But it's
no, because we got it after the fact.
That's right. We added it later. But on lucky episode 13, the subscriber giveaway is...
It's a Gargle-oyle?
That's
I can't pronounce it. It's
that's right. The winner will be winning one of the new seasonal Season of Love decorations.
The candy heart
The Gargle-oyle. That's right. Gargle-oyle. Think like gargling.
Yes, that's what I figured.
And then gargoyle, and then, you know.
So
you're laughing from that point on.
We do have... Sydney so kindly was able to get that for us together. Who our winner was.
Everyone say hi to Monster Handler Sydney, who is our camera operator today.
She's in the chat. She's operating the
camera.
There she is.
Hi.
She's on Air Island correspondent Sydney. Eric, not here
I noticed
today.
that the Season of Love hasn't necessarily affected where Sydney is.
No.
Perhaps it's another one of those mirror universes
that
could be creeping in at any given moment. I'm so worried about another encounter with human expert Matt. My heart races just thinking
Every time
about
you think about it. The funny thing is, we still haven't said who won.
Well, we're stalling because it's an exciting moment. Why don't you say it? Without much further ado, the winner is
Mr. Dash. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Congratulations, Mr. Dash 1, 2, 3, 4. You are the winner of a Gargle-oyle seasonal decoration. So please whisper at us on Twitch and let us know your friend code /BBBID so that we may deliver your prize to you post haste. We usually do that on the Monday following an episode.
Usually on the Monday once we're back in the office.
That's right.
This is the end of the day.
That's right. The best way to end a work week is with my Singing Monsters Live.
Heck yes.
You know it.
So what are we talking about today?
So, we've got a couple of things to talk about today. Obviously, the season of love has begun on Air Island. It's a lovely, lovely time of year.
I was going to say, that time of the year.
Yeah, it's lovely. And I put together, so I started to mention on our pre-show on Wednesday some facets of the Schmoochel's design and how it came to be and what inspired the artists. So if you haven't, if you haven't watched that, I believe it is now viewable on YouTube.
Yeah, it went live on YouTube right away.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
I thought it had some 24-hour delay, but
that's the YouTube. We did it on YouTube, so it went right on YouTube.
I know that, but I couldn't find it. Maybe that's just me. Maybe I
do believe it is there, Sydney.
It is.
Yeah,
there you go. Okay, well then, never mind what I'm talking about. It's there, so go check it out right now, the pre-show bit where we talk about it. But I've assembled some of the concept art that I was able to find of Schmoochle, and I wanted to go through it piece by piece and sort of discuss the evolution of the design with each passing iteration. So, Sydney, if you wouldn't mind just calling up the first of those Schmoochle concepts. Here we have the first. Now, there are certain aspects of this design which are preserved in the final one. Of course, you can see the singular eye on each of the heads, but in general, the body is much more rhinoceros-y.
Rhinoceros-y.
Yes, but we do have the two distinct hairdos, but this one is burly.
I was going to say much bigger.
Like, yes, this is almost like sort of like a precursor to Flaua's general physique.
Definitely was getting Flaua vibes.
Mm-hmm. So then, after that, the next sort of pass is what has been affectionately termed the caveman Schmoochle.
Now, when that was said the other day, I was confused.
Well, I think the artist in question was sort of thinking that this particular version evokes sort of like the hairy
caveman,
sort of like the furry body and the limbs, sort of Sasquatchy.
Yeah, I guess I can see that.
And so caveman-y is all sort of in there. But you can see for the first time the addition of the wings there sitting on either side. But and the general heart shape of the body,
which makes sense, obviously.
Certainly for a season of love monster. But the artists weren't satisfied. They wanted to push the envelope even further, so they were going on to the next design, and this is sort of the one that I was mostly talking about on Wednesday. This is the very bird-like one, the avian one.
You can still see the hearts here. You see the wings.
Yep, the wings are preserved. The feet take a little bit more of a dandy-do direction. And the faces also, I find, are very dandy-do.
And then we said dandy-don't with that one.
Dandy-don't. And so we said, you know what, let's keep moving. Let's push this even further. And then on to the next design. Getting a little bit close getting a lot closer. At this point, the feet, I think, are just about finalized, I'd say. And we've got the two different heights of head, which is a thing that persists in the Schmoochel's final design today. But notably, you still have the two separate sets of two eyes on each of the heads, which is something, of course, that was revisited for the Rare Schmoochle, available to buy or breed this weekend in the first of its windows of opportunity during the season of love. But this still wasn't quite exactly what the artists were going for. So then this final iteration gets pretty close to the final one.
No stripes, obviously.
No stripes yet. That came about later, as well as the heart sort of emblazoned on the body of the Schmoochle. But this is, I think, running up as close as we can get to the final design.
It's like a general. It's almost like just an outlines
of
what it is, without the details.
You got it, exactly. And then the final Schmoochle design as well has much longer arms.
Longer noodle arms.
And more, it has less opposable thumbs and more 3 separate graspy fingers. The artist described them as sort of like Doc Ock claws that are all equally grippy, that come from all 3 sort of equilateral angles to grip things. Like that. Or like that. That's another great example. Thank you, Michael. So, that was the first thing that I wanted to share with people. Thought it would be a cool sort of behind-the-scenes look at Schmoochel's development. The other thing I wanted to talk about, and this is one of the things that, of course, is on everyone's minds and lips and thoughts, is, of course, the reveal of the appearance of Epic Schmoochle.
A very epic reveal.
Very epic reveal. Very exciting.
Reminded me of Smash Bros.
It does? It does?
It does?
It does? Just the exciting flashy background.
The splash screen with the name and like
yes.
it seemed like a new challenger is approaching.
Yes, it definitely was celebrated and had a moment all to its own in that Season of Love 2019 video. Yes, exactly. So Epic Schmoochle has been revealed, its appearance, but notably not yet fully discovered, i.e. not yet available in My Singing Monsters. We're hoping against hope that this monster plans to grace us with its presence at some point during the Season of Love. We don't know exactly when, but the reason that we are hosting the nickname contest, the Epic Schmoochle nickname contest, is tied in with that very same reason. Back in 2013, when the Schmoochle first premiered on the scene, we held a nickname contest for Schmoochle.
Which was great.
And it was great, and if you get a Schmoochle now, during this year's Season of Love, the auto names that the nicknames that are loaded into the game are the same that were chosen back in 2013 by users of My Singing Monsters way back then, some of which are still sticking around today.
Yep.
But
it'd be very interesting. Do we know who those?
We could go back and look. I'm not sure if we had anything.
If any of those people are like
watching today, or submitting for this next round, some 6 years after the first one. That's pretty crazy.
That is a long time.
So the exciting thing about the Epic Schmoochle nickname contest, of course, is that you, if selected, you have a chance to have your nickname appear in-game as one of the official nicknames for Epic Schmoochle when it does arrive in-game.
Of which there's going to be 10?
That's right. There will be 10 names selected.
So 10 winners.
That's right. And each one of those winners is going to be awarded an Epic Schmoochle itself. Yes. So that is very exciting. So the contest details are on our website at bigbluebubble.com, so make sure that you go and take a look at that. I believe, at last count, Monster Handler Sydney told me that we had upwards of 2,000 entries so far, and that's just since we launched the contest.
That was like 2 days ago,
yes,
right?
Well, I believe it was just yesterday at noon. So that's an astounding amount of entries so far, and we're so impressed. And so keep them coming. If you haven't submitted, we will remind you that it's just 1 entry per person, and that you do need to have your BBB ID present with your submission so that you can be eligible for the contest.
Yeah.
That's as much for you as it is for us, because that's how we're going. Well, that's how we're going to be able to deliver your prize of the Epic Schmoochle to you. That's how we'll be able to. You dropped something. Your pen. It's not important. So those are the 2 things about Schmoochle that I wanted to talk about: the Epic Schmoochle nickname contest, and that behind-the-scenes look at the concept art development of Schmoochle.
The evolution.
Exactly. You got it. Exactly. So a very exciting time of year, and yeah. I think that this is a great segue, a great opportunity for you to ask me even more questions about the Season of Love, about the Schmoochle, and other related things to do with Air Island, other things that have happened recently in the monster world. There's no better time than now. So, Maestro,
no better time than the present.
And I would like you to present me with the presence of these questions.
Monster Handler Sydney, I'd like to know... I'm just kidding. Oh, just kidding. At Chris Goes Hi.
Hi, Chris.
Are the candies in the Gargle-oyle
very good
edible? And, if so, what do they taste like?
Well, as the bio of the Gargle-oyle attests...
You're very good at saying that, just flowing.
Thank you. What, Gargle-oyle?
Yeah, you're very good.
Well,
Gargle-oyle.
I did name the decoration.
Oh, look at me, I named it.
Yeah. How dare you, sir? The way that the Gargle-oyle works is that it collects motes of dust in the air, and then through mysterious alchemical processes.
I was going to say, sir, these dust candies? That doesn't sound good, but...
Again, how does alchemy work when you transmute different metals to gold? It's an alchemical process, you see.
Well, that doesn't actually happen.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't. That was...
I've watched Harry Potter. It's real. Don't worry about it. Anyways, and in the world of and in the monster world, the world of my singing monsters, you're telling me that through this, that through magical alchemical processes, you can't transmute motes of dust into delicious, delicious candies. Now,
I believe
granted,
you can do that.
Okay, good.
Granted.
I'm glad that you're a believer. I was worried about your Monster Hunter future there for a second. See, I knew you wanted to sing today. I have never tasted one. I can only assume that they're enjoyable.
Chalky.
And to be honest with you, I was about to say, candy hearts in the human world, I find sometimes taste like dust anyway.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
So,
they are pretty dusty.
So, let's hope that the Monster World equivalent of those candy hearts are a little tastier. But recall as well that monsters have unique taste buds, right? And that things that might be unpalatable for humans are delicious to monsters. So if they do in fact taste dusty, perhaps they'd be gross for us and delicious for a singing monster.
This is true.
So who knows?
This is a true fact.
Yes, it is.
Is it a fact or is it an opinion? GBR _.
Yes.
E-Dog. How did you make all the beautiful sounds of Schmoochle?
So, as you may have guessed, the Schmoochel's singing voice has been pitch shifted up and has that sort of chipmunky quality to it once you sort of blast something up into the stratosphere and elevate its octave by several levels. It becomes sort of like this little reedy, tinny voice. Yes. But
it's a good one.
I can reveal, because I consulted with our audio engineers here at Big Blue Bubble, and
he consulted with you audio engineers.
I'm sure they're listening now. The voice of Schmoochle is performed by none other than My Singing Monsters composer Dave, and which is pitch shifted up. I believe he does both voices.
Oh,
both heads are Dave.
Interesting.
Yes.
John Bro 06.
Okay.
Roll call. Can Schmoochle make two monsters that can't breed, fall in love? Wait.
Maybe you need to take another running start at that one there, Mikey. Can Schmoochle make two monsters that can't breed, fall in love?
Okay, I needed...
Maybe you need some punctuation in there.
Yeah.
But it's all good. Yeah, I had a look at this one. And so we discussed before...
So like a Cupid type
situation.
Yes,
so Schmoochle, I'd say, definitely wants other monsters to get along, and will help to, much like the Geode, help to resolve disputes and arguments between other monsters by looking at all sides of a situation. Exactly. And, really prefers affection over discord and stuff like that. The two monsters that can't breed fall in love, as we've discussed in earlier episodes. All of the monsters have a general kinship and an enjoyment of each other's company. What are you laughing about?
I just saw the next question.
Okay.
I'm sorry, keep going.
Don't be spoiling stuff. We'll get there when we get there, Michael. So, listen. Can Schmoochle resolve arguments? Yes. Can it make monsters develop a deeper appreciation for each other? Yes. Can it make two monsters who cannot breed fall in love? I'd say no, it can't. The breeding laws of the monster world are ones that no individual monster can overcome, can override. So I'd say that the Schmoochle, while its ability to make everybody get along is indisputable, I would say falling in love, that it's sort of like Genie from Aladdin. I can't make people fall in love. It's one of those rules. It's like
you can't have more wishes.
You can't have more wishes, and you can't bring people back from the dead. Those were the Genie's wishes, as I recall.
Not Genie wishes, Genie rules.
Yeah. All right, what's next?
Okay. Good old Strimes tweets here.
All right, Strimes, lay it on me. What you got?
Hey, Matt, who's your secret crush?
My secret crush?
Yeah.
That's an awfully personal question, Strimes.
It's obviously me.
I have a...
It's Potbelly because you're in love with yourself.
How dare you? No, that's not true. In fact, I'll do you one better. My secret crush are my fellow monster handlers.
Oh, you're
all of the rest of the crew and cast of My Singing Monsters Live. Because not only is this an opportunity to share all of the knowledge that we have as monster handlers with the rest of the community, it's a fun opportunity for us to hang out.
That's great.
Because we all get along.
We never hang out, right?
That's right. I have no interest in seeing you after work. But here, it's great.
Well, I'm honored to be your
You're my secret crush. Monster Handler Eric is my secret crush. Monster Handler Sydney is my secret crush. Monster Handler Karen is my secret crush. Monster Handler Mark is my secret crush. And there's another Monster Handler, Matt, out in the mix, too.
And there's all those other monster handlers out there.
Well, of course. But specifically, I'll say that my
sunset looks nice right now.
It is very beautiful. I will say that my secret crush specifically, again, like the Schmoochle, I love all of my fellow monster handlers here at Big Blue Bubble, but the crew that works on My Singing Monsters Live are very near and dear to my heart.
That's beautiful. Beautiful.
Thank you. You're welcome, Sydney. Say hi, Sydney, everybody. Send those purple hearts that I always put in the chat.
Oh, you like using the Twitch hearts?
Yeah. Do you have our own?
No.
Oh.
But I view them as like Twitch hearts because Twitch is purple and you know. Ah, let us see. Potbelly Palooza.
Yes.
Says.
Hey, I thought I heard whispers of someone who hasn't visited us in a while and who I really miss. I don't know if you know the person, but it's Mailman Mike.
No, was it Mailman Mike?
Yeah, we haven't seen him in a really long time.
Yeah, nice mustache.
An excellent, thick, lush mustache, yes.
I have a question.
All right, I'd love to hear it.
How did Schmoochle just discover the new Season of Love decorations and not earlier? A Schmoochle get them from ?
So, where did Schmoochle get the new Season of Love?
Where did these decorations come from?
Well, okay. So, the important thing to remember is that some of these decorations draw inspiration from decorations for the Season of Love that have been around for many, many years.
Many moons.
Many moons. So, one, obviously, the Luff balloons are just balloons.
Luff balloons.
Yes, Luff balloons. The ones, 99 dreams we have had, and each one either a red, pink, or
I remember the day you had to look this all up, what the lyrics were.
Spoiler. Yes. No. Yes and no. So, Schmoochle, in its desire to dress up Air Island in a new and exciting way this year,
attract everyone.
Exactly. After fondly reminiscing on last year's festivities for the Season of Love, decided to take clippings of the roses that you can see on the perimeter of Air Island during the Season of Love, and in secret cultivate them into the Curious Cultivar. Now, did Schmoochle go too far and create something that is potentially hazardous to the monsters?
Well, poor Pango.
Maybe. Pango's fine. I checked it.
Good.
Pango's fine. I'm happy to report that Pango survived the encounter with nothing more than a bruised ego.
Okay, good.
Because it's Pango, right? And with respect to the Luff balloons, as I mentioned, you already had the balloons that had been around for many, many years, and so Schmoochle just had the resourcefulness to pull them down and be able to put them...
make a nice little...
Exactly, in a decoration that will remain, if you buy one during the Season of Love, on your islands, regardless of what time of year it is. So that's exciting. Now, for the last two, the Gargle-oyle and the chocolate fountain, though it's true that those seem relatively new to the world of My Singing Monsters. However, recall that candy hearts have also been a decorative feature of the Season of Love for many years.
Yep.
So it's possible that this was a secret process for creating these hearts that is only now being available. Exactly, being put on display. So I think that one's been around for a while. But the chocolate fountain specifically is interesting because it certainly would appear to have some sort of relationship with the Epic Schmoochel's appearance.
It would.
Right? So I don't know. It seems like maybe the chocolate fountain is the newest of these new decorations that are available during this year's Season of Love.
I gotta tell you.
Yep.
Having a great time today.
Great.
Really fun. Really fun.
I'm having a good time too, Michael. All right, what you got next? What's up next?
Cub wax.
Cub wax. Very good. You got it first try.
An in-game ad for Rare Schmoochle shows 2 Rare Schmoochel's with broken hearts. However, the one in the center is sewing its heart back together.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yes, the question is...
the question is, if Rare Schmoochel's heart gets unsewn, will the 2 heads stop loving each other?
So, the interesting thing about Rare Schmoochle is that there are many different kinds of love throughout the world, and some are more peaceable on the outside, and some are a little bit more conflicted on the outside. It's very possible when you're with someone that you love to disagree, to argue, and in fact, to get upset with that person. That's a totally normal, natural thing to have happen. And Rare Schmoochle has very strong personalities between the 2 heads. So
imagine being with your head, like another head.
Yeah, the entire time. Yeah, and you couldn't even escape them if you were like in a bad mood or you needed some time to yourself. You wouldn't be able to separate.
No privacy.
Right. No privacy.
No privacy.
Privacy. That's right. So it's not that they stop being in love with each other. The reason why there is stitching on the Rare Schmoochel's heart emblazoned on its chest is because it is so often proverbially kissing and making up.
Oh.
Settling aside their differences and saying, you know what, any argument that we might have
isn't
worth the value of our relationship with each other, and even if those stitches appear to have fallen out as a result of an argument, Rare Schmoochle is always constantly in a state of mending that heart because it knows that love conquers all.
Love conquers all. This is kind of
sewn in. Eric would have done some sort of sewing.
Yeah, some sort of pun.
Yeah.
At Explorer Monsters, they say, do both Schmoochle heads control the body? And what kind of problems do 2 Schmoochle head, or do the Schmoochle face with 2 heads?
Yes. Okay. So yes, both Schmoochle heads control the body equally. And you can imagine that flight is a very synchronous process. It's sort of like piloting a Jaeger from Pacific Rim.
Of course.
You need to be doing the drift.
So you're saying they have, is that what
I'd say they have something of a mind meld, right? In those moments, they are able to coordinate their efforts and perform certain tasks together. Exactly. Except they're not punching large monsters.
No, that was
more
walking.
often. Was that the Jaeger?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, not punching. Okay, that was walking. Thank you for the clarification. But the sorts of problems that Schmoochle faces with 2 heads is some of the ones that I just illustrated with Rare Schmoochle. Sometimes, you'd like a little bit of privacy, and it's hard when there's another head right there attached to your shoulders. Sometimes you can disagree or just need some alone time, and that's sort of a difficult thing to do. So, Schmoochle, I'd say, encounters the same sort of issues as potentially you might have with a sibling who shares a bunk bed with you. So, if you can imagine those sorts of things, can you?
I had those problems.
Did you have a bunk bed?
I had a bunk bed.
Oh, nice.
I was always a bottom bunk.
You were the bottom bunk, never the top.
I spent a lot of time on the top, and it was one of those things that I always wanted to go on the top, and then once you got there, you're like, this is actually kind of just a pain.
To get up and down?
Yeah, to get up and down, and yeah.
I was on the top bunk of a bunk bed this past summer, and the ceilings were so low that they had, No, it wasn't quite that, but they did have little foam pieces in the ceiling, so that when I sat up, thong, I didn't clock my head and disrupt all of my monster handler knowledge up in my brain.
Bonnie cakes.
Bonnie
Does Schmoochle give and get valentines to and from other monsters?
I'd say so, but they don't call them valentines, of course. They just call them messages of love.
Oh, messages.
Yes, but I'd say that's one of the things that in its sort of vaguely cupidic duty is something.
Cupidic, is that a word?
That's the adjectival form for Cupid. Cupidic. I think it is. And if you understood me, then it's a word. That's how words work. That's how language works.
That's your word of the day.
Word of the day, Cupidic. Maybe I coined it, I don't know. But anyway, in its role as a Cupid-like figure in the monster world, it encourages monsters to appreciate the relationships that they have with each other.
Yeah, appreciate.
And in past years during the Season of Love as well, there was the Love is in the Air promotion, which kicked off yesterday, during which A different Rare from Air is available to buy or breed
on air.
each day. That's right. But it's not only on air, it's from air because...
You can get it elsewhere.
Exactly. Today's monster, if I'm not mistaken, is the Rare Tweedle.
Was yesterday... What was yesterday?
It was Maw, if I'm not mistaken. Rare
Yes.
Maw.
Yeah,
And so, Rare Tweedle is available not just on Air Island, but the other islands that it appears on.
Which would be... Don't worry, I'm not going to do it.
I know it, but...
I know you don't. But we're not playing Stumped yet.
All right.
Gen Alt underscore 01 Angel
Yes.
is the Epic Schmoochle really made of chocolate?
Well, as I mentioned, we have the appearance of the Epic Schmoochle. We don't know too much about the science behind the Epic Schmoochle just yet. We're hoping that increased Monster Handler research and inquiry will allow us to be able to write a more complete response when it comes time for the bio of the Epic Schmoochle to be unveiled when it finally lands fully in the monster world. But in terms of being made of chocolate, my guess is that it's less made of chocolate. Maybe it has an outer layer of chocolate. It certainly seems, from what we saw in the Season of Love video, that it has a penchant for foods that are tasty, like stuff from the chocolate fountain. So for me, I think it's a matter of...
It's not a mud fountain?
No, it's a chocolate fountain, not a mud fountain. But that's chocolate, of course. CHOKKOLIT.
Oh,
chocolate. Chocolate. Yes. So I think in the case of Epic Schmoochle, it's more. It's if I had to sum it up, it's you are what you sweet.
You are what you sweet.
Yes.
How long were you thinking of that joke?
I tested it with Monster Handler Sydney first. She gave it that thumbs up.
Yeah, okay, good. Monster Handler Sydney, of course, the arbiter of all jokes.
Yes. And quite a potent Monster Handler researcher in her own right, as the person who officially transcribes the monster
tomes.
bios.
Yes.
In My Singing Monsters.
Excited hawks.
The best kind.
Can each Schmoochle head do a 360-degree head turn like an owl? If so, would this hurt either of them?
I'll do you one better. They can not only do 360s, they can
720.
do... Well, I was going to say an even larger percent than that
1080.
degree. Yes.
1080
They can
snowboard.
do 1080s. In fact, I don't think there's any limit.
Can they
to...
do the 900?
900? What's that? My knowledge of sports is up
It's
for
the
display.
famous Tony Hawk.
Speaking of sports, what have you got here, Michael?
Well, it's a big, important weekend this weekend.
Ah.
Tom Brady is going for his 6th Super Bowl.
Let us know if you're disappointed in Monster Handler Michael's taste in football.
I needed him to guide me. I needed him for good luck.
Okay.
It's an
on
unlucky day,
on the
right?
13th.
Lucky
I
13.
understand.
Is this weekend special for any other reasons, guys?
Oh, right.
I don't think so.
No?
Oh, right.
No?
Well, it is very special for one specific reason. On Sunday, also Super Bowl Sunday.
It's Super Bowl Sunday.
It's Super Bowl Sunday. No, it's Monster Handler Sydney's 90th birthday.
Oh, wow. How'd you know?
Isn't she remarkably well
90 years
preserved? I think that it could be that Sydney was actually a contemporary of Dr. Warden E. Spirit, and that's why
Perhaps.
she's able to know
Perhaps.
so much about the monster world. But congratulations on your 90th. You are now a novagenarian, if I believe.
Is that what that's?
So
Oh, no,
proud
yeah,
to
yeah.
get
Yeah.
this far.
Not to be
Yeah.
not to be forgotten as well.
Yes.
I think it's important to note.
That it was Monster Handler Eric's birthday
That's right.
yesterday.
Yes.
So it's a very exciting time. It is
We're
truly
all right here.
It is truly the season of love.
Yes.
It is truly the season of love.
Yes. Eric, hopefully
Here in the
you're
human
doing
world
well.
as well as the monster world. Hi, Monster Handler Eric. He's not in the office today,
He
but
went to a YouTube thing.
that's right.
Don't know exactly what it was. But
We'll have to hear on Monday.
yes. I saw one here that there it was. Joey won 2006.
Yes.
Which I'm gonna couple this with a second question. So
Okay.
hold your horses.
Okay. I'll
Your horses, you got them?
Yes.
Okay. What was the mysterious voice at the end of the Season of Love 2019 trailer? And they say, could it possibly be more of those prankster hulas? IDK, but do you know? So hold your horses. And then Brent Nalori
Yeah.
says, could there be a new Werdo singing with Parlasona in the Season of Love
Like
trailer.
when you said Parlsona.
I
You've
always
got all sorts of issues with Gargle-oyle and Parlsona. Maybe it's the L. Parlsona.
Because I always want to say Parl. I don't know why. I don't know why. It's
Parl, of course. The French for speak.
But
Oh.
could there be a prankster about? Could there be a Werdo about with Parlsona?
Well, I'd be interested to hear what the community thinks, because their guess is as good as ours at this point. There appear to be a couple of clues tucked around the monster world that may lean the decision one way or the other, some of the investigative work that the community has done so far. But I do like the theory of it being a hula prankster. Do you know why I think it's a good one? Because, of course, the hula is the other seasonal on Air Island.
Yes, I know. It's part of the summer soon.
Soon?
Summer soon.
You and your pronunciations. I'll get you there. All right. What's
I don't
next?
know if you've noticed this. I think if you go back and review all the episodes that we're on together, you do a lot of hitting and
You
slapping.
specifically.
Yes, you always are hitting
Less
me.
with Eric and just
That's
with
because
Mike.
we're
We're affectionate.
Yes,
It's the
exactly.
season of love, for crying out loud.
I don't mind the hitting.
Okay,
I know
good.
some people have been like, "Wow, he's hitting him a lot. That's mean." No,
But what do they know?
I'm a big, strong boy.
That you are. All right, what's the next question?
Where was I? Kevin A. MSM says, "What will the new Werdo's name be?"
That would be assuming that
That would be
is...
assuming there's a new Werdo.
That's right.
The best thing is sometimes I don't read them as I go into them, just like that one.
Yeah.
I
Since we're coming up on...
was gonna say, do you want to do
yeah,
one more?
let's
and then we
do
go to
one
stump?
more. Yes, and then... Oh, stump. I think you mean trivia, but that's okay.
You know what? I like this one.
Okay.
Chriswell Mangahas.
Uh-huh.
Sorry if I.
Let us know
can't
how
pronounce.
Michael did with that.
Since we're talking about Air Island,
Uh-huh.
does Attmoz have feathers?
Oh.
Yeah, see, he
The
went
celestial of
different way.
air. Yes. So the interesting thing about the monster world is that a lot of the times when it looks like feathers, it's sometimes more like fur, and sometimes when it looks like fur, it's more like feathers. So it's my understanding, it's my theory, I suppose I should clarify, that many of the monsters have truly neither fur nor feathers, but some sort of interesting...
Furthers.
Yeah, you spoiled my surprise.
Oh.
It's furthers. So I think that...
Werthers and furthers!
I think that Attmoz is one of those monsters that has this combination of fur and feathers, and we'll call them furthers. They have furthers.
Sorry for stealing the punchline.
That's
You
okay.
get-
I'm just proud of your monster handling. I'm a little surprised, and you know what makes me a little nervous as we go into the trivia section, that you're on top of things as you are, because who knows if I will be. Okay.
Monster Handler Sydney, if there are any more questions, feel free to add them to the stump section.
Okay.
First up, what are we going for? 40%?
40%.
Okay.
And how many questions are there? I guess it's possible that more will be added if the community...
I have at least 5.
5 currently.
Yes.
Yes.
At Mammoths
Okay.
in Dawn of Fire, how many pieces of paper are on the notice board where the ship docks?
Where the sky ship?
Yeah, I said ship dock.
the
but it's
sky
sky
port?
ship docks. I wish we had the...
I think it's 3.
That's your final answer?
Yes.
4.
Oh.
Stooped.
If you look very closely, a couple of destinations are written in monstrous on them.
Alright,
Yes. Don't know
There
if
you
they're
go.
visible in game.
Easter egg
But-
for you. But in the actual art, there is definitely
Yeah.
something. So that is 0 for 1. Lazy
You know, I
Bun.
thought 4. All right.
Wow. You always
It's too late.
I feel like
I know. I always
any-
say after the fact. I go. I knew it was
No,
that.
that wasn't what I was gonna say. You do that.
I second
But
guess myself.
what I was
too
gonna
much.
say is I always find when it's a number thing, you underestimate. I never see you going over.
Over.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Lazy Bun 1. What monsters in Dawn of Fire? A lot of Dawn of Fire questions.
Mm-hmm. You know what? It's because I previously mentioned that my Dawn of Fire
it's
knowledge is a little lacking as compared to my Sing Monsters. So now the community is punishing me for my shortcomings.
What monster in Dawn of Fire is a 2-element monster?
Yes.
But
Mm-hmm.
requires only 1 bed.
Stog.
Correct.
Yes.
Wow, you felt very confident about
No problem.
these waffles.
50% is what I'm
Yeah,
running
yeah.
at right now. Yes.
These waffles.
Mm-hmm.
What monster mists itself with Deej earwax?
That would be the Sugar Vox.
Correct.
All right, 66%, baby. All right.
So currently,
Keep
if we
going.
get no more questions here, you have 40%.
Huh?
You're gonna have 2 of 5, even if you get the rest of them.
Oh, I see.
Unless we get some more.
Oh, right.
Strimes tweets 49. On
Yes.
which island does the Deej sound different from its usual percussive ways?
Gold Island.
And
Oh.
you gonna give me more information then?
Do you want what it sounds like?
Yeah.
It sounds more like a synthesizer.
Yep.
It's
That's a frightening face you're So you're at 75%.
Oh yeah,
Very
it feels
nice.
good.
You could be 80%. You could be at an A right now.
Okay, what? Because we're
No,
closing
I got
in
more
on the
questions. I
fifth
got more questions.
Okay,
But yeah,
all right,
yeah.
Great. All right, keep
Nerdy nutcase.
Uh-huh.
What 2 forms of currency cannot be obtained from the daily spin wheel? This is a good one.
Shards and XP.
Ooh, I'm sorry, that is incorrect.
What 2 forms?
We were
Okay,
looking for
hold on.
shards and star power. Star power definitely a currency.
Yes,
So you're
I know, but XP is also a form of currency if you consult the My Singing Monsters official
you-
guide.
Can you
It's in
spend
there.
XP?
No, but you
Therefore, I
can
wouldn't
earn it.
say it's a currency.
Fine, all
Monster
right.
Hand- well, you were wrong. You were wrong
Either way, because
but
I didn't give the stated answers. That's fine.
Monster handlers
Diminishing
like
my
clarification.
percentage.
Would you agree that a currency is not a currency if it cannot be spent?
I would have to agree. I think the purpose of currency is to be spent.
Okay.
Sorry.
XP would be experience. Potbelly Palooza.
Uh-huh.
In the Season of Love premiere video, how many monsters are shown
Yes.
in the 2018 picture of Season of Love, including
Schmoochle.
toes, feet,
Oh,
or heads?
please.
So not counting them, but like there's obviously.
Yeah, there's...
My prediction: you go under.
I'm going to say 14.
Way under. 22.
22?
Yeah. 22.
10s and 20s?
So what are we at now? 50%?
I don't know.
Yeah, because
I better keep...
That was
okay.
6th question. Abbott Shark 100. What are the monsters not in the picture shown in the Season of Love video?
Huh?
Okay, what are the monsters shown in the season? Okay.
Start
Okay.
again, please.
What are the monsters shown in the Season of Love video, but not? We're not talking about in the picture.
Okay.
So they're like there in the actual video.
Sure. Okay. So, I know that you have Pom Pom and Rare Pom Pom. You've got Quibble and Rare Quibble. You've got Congle and Rare Congle. Well, Persona, of course. How many more?
I'm not telling you how many more. Are you done?
No. I think I'm missing a pairing of a common and a rare. Pom Pom, Quibble, someone else, and then Congle. Maybe is it 4? No, I think I'm done.
Final answer.
Yeah.
You literally forgot Schmoochle, Rare Schmoochle, and Epic Schmoochle.
Well,
They are the stars of the video, and you didn't say them.
I know, but I thought this is a trivia question, not a common knowledge question. I don't know. I contest the answer.
No, you clearly were stumped there.
So I'm back down to 40%. How many more questions?
We have 2 questions left.
Okay, so
You
this
can
could
really
I could
dive
really.
here.
Oh, at one point I was doing 75% success rate. All right.
Logan Peter 756 on Air Island. How many monsters don't fly?
On Air Island, how many monsters don't fly? You want a list of all the monsters that don't fly on Air Island?
No, just the number.
of total monsters?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, okay, we can do
But
this.
they don't fly.
Don't fly. Okay.
So this is
Noggin can't fly. Toejammer can't fly. Mammoth can't fly. Quibble can fly, but it never does so in game. Is that being counted in the number? Who knows? They just gave you a number,
They
right?
specifically
They say in game.
The number is if you include quibbles. So they are saying quibble.
Oh, so if you include quibbles. Okay, so I've got the
I thought it was fair to
got the
clarify,
single.
'cause you
Thank you,
said-
because I've got the single element ones done. Obviously, Cybop and Quibble. Excuse me, can fly, but Pango is flightless. Ma cannot fly. Fwog cannot fly. Kongle cannot fly. I believe the wings of a rare Kongle are purely for show, not used for flight. Pom-Pom cannot fly. T-Rox cannot fly. So we're up to 10. Riff can fly, so not included. Did I get... Oh, Scups cannot fly. That's 11. Rebro cannot fly. Schmoochle can, of course. Hula cannot fly by its own power. Dipsters. Are we counting all 7 of the Dipsters?
We are.
Okay. Well, then that takes us to 20. 20. The Dipsters cannot fly. Paulsona cannot fly. And yet, you don't know how to fly. So we're 21. I've done the ethereal. I've done the seasonals. Wubox cannot fly. Did you want me to double this for all the rares as well?
Technically, I think in this count, it does include all the rares and epics, but you know what? I think you very clearly identified that you know all these. And
so I get this one, I get the point?
I'm giving it to you.
Yes! Thank you for your mercy,
You
Monster Handler
demonstrated
Michael.
full knowledge of
Thank you very much.
Uh,
The population of Air Island, yes, thank you. That is one of the things I am quite good at.
the number was
Plus
42.
Okay.
So.
That's the answer to all things, too.
Yes. At least that was the number provided.
So then I said 21.
You were at 22 at one point, but you hadn't included rares, you hadn't included epics, so I don't know.
Right.
May have to look at that, but I
Anyways.
felt you were confident.
All right.
Last
That's true,
one
no
before
rares,
we
no
go on
epics,
to
no
Monster.
Yes.
Nerdy Nutcase Twitch. What rare monsters on the Composer app's noises sound the same as its normal counterpart but echoed? Okay, you want me to read that back?
No, I understand the question. I just know I'm going to be stomped. So, I'm going to say T-Rox.
Yeah, you're stumped.
And there's more reverb added. But, what is the answer?
Rare Shelby.
Oh. Alright. I think I did preserve my 40%. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. We'll have to do the math later.
We'll have to count that one. If somebody could tell me how many he got there, I don't think he got 40%.
I'm
We
pretty
did
sure
ask
I
1,
got
2,
40%.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We asked 9 questions. I don't think you got 4 of those. Maybe you did.
Yes, I did.
Yeah, we'll see.
I'm confident I did. Anyway, doesn't matter. Alright, time for Monster Pieces, right?
Monster Pieces.
Yes, we're very excited to be sharing these with you today. So, here is Har Har 239's rendition of my beautiful Dipstractor from
That looks familiar.
the episode when we were talking all about technology and monster technology. It is, I think, undoubtedly an improvement on my own illustration with even more detail added and a far more accurate depiction of dough.
Don't
there.
be so hard on yourself.
Well,
you were drawing on the fly, obviously.
Yeah, all right, Michael. Thank you very much. All right, here we have Kitsune Lasting's Cybops. Very cute. These might both be young Cybops. Oh, it's a young and an adult. I should have known that based on the hat. The little hat-like apparatus that can be seen on the left-hand side of the young Cybops. Very cute. I love that.
Very cute indeed.
Logan Peters, 89, has here a lovely Gargle-oyle spewing forth its candy hearts and the mysterious Epic Schmoochel's hand reaching out with a small basket of candy hearts.
It's
Collecting
actually
those.
stealing the candy.
Stealing
Yes.
Epic Schmoochle
Probably
up to no good.
Probably to give to other monsters. You know.
Oh, that's nice. Sort of a Robin Hood sort of
Yes,
situation.
steal from the Gargle-oyle and...
Gargle-oyle. Thank you.
Don't worry, I got it.
Mr. Dash 098 has this awfully sweet picture of a cybop here that looks sort of like it's listening to you after you've had a bad day, and it's listening to your issues with an understanding look, going,
Oh, it's okay.
I
Everything's
understand.
gonna be all right.
I understand how you doing. Sort of that sort of thing. Yeah. Ah, here's Meep Voids, and I noticed that we do not have the character of the O strike through in our font, but that's very funny. Of a beautiful rendition of the Epic Schmoochle, which looks very welcoming. I like the aura that has been placed around the Epic Schmoochle, and its distinct hairdos are there for all to see. What do we have next there, Sydney? We have Spider Nichols. Oh, another Epic Schmoochle picture of giving itself a warm embrace and the two heads sharing a tender moment together.
Very cute.
Very adorable.
Very sweet.
Yes, I like this
I
one
find
a lot.
their hair looks very fluffy in this one.
It does, sort of like a cotton candy.
Yeah, tasty.
Mm-hmm. Although I think it might be rude to put another monster's hair in your mouth.
Do you have a favorite of the Epic Schmoochle heads?
I think I like the one on the right because I sympathize with its hairline situation.
Oh, that's nice.
What do we have next? Bobby Boyo has here
Bobby Boyo.
a beautiful picture of all three of the Schmoochle family. We've got the Rare there on the left, you've got the Epic there on the right, you've got the Common down below, and you can see the diversity between the three. I think those three colors actually complement each other quite nicely.
Oh, sick. You got something going on the next one.
Yeah, I see that. That's interesting and exciting.
And you can't... Oh, we have some exciting technical appearance here. I'm not sure. There we go. We figured it out. Here, finally, because I think it had been requested before. Oh, nope. Oh, we're going back to this one. Okay. Donka de Pango
Lucky
has
number 13.
here... Was it 13?
I don't know.
Oh, because of the episode.
Yeah.
I see, I understand. Here's Donka de Pango's picture of a Rebro brain all on its own before it has constructed its mech suit, and it looks a little worried about something.
I gotta say, I love this next one.
Yes, I knew you would. Here is Monster Handler Michael.
Esophagus.
Esophagus.
You wanna know what I like the most about this one?
What?
It was very funny when this was posted. I obviously saw it right away.
Yes.
And
Right
I
away.
went to our group chat.
Yeah.
And I immediately sent it. Of course, Monster Handler Sydney had also sent it at the exact same
Yes.
moment. And the thing I like about this
Yes.
is the name.
It is a
Because
great name.
It's really taking what we do, you know? We always like to do a play on.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. So here, of course, you have esophagus and flicking combined to be esophagus. I think it's great. There you are. There you are, trialing the sound.
Exactly.
Now, it's a beautiful thing. Wow. This next one is a depiction of adult, young, and humanized vamp. All three of them together posing
Very nice.
for a lovely photo.
Which
one is your favorite,
Young
Michael?
Vamp.
Young vamp.
I think it's something about the young Celestials I really love.
You think
I
they're
really
cute, huh?
love them. They're just the greatest.
Well,
The greatest thing.
that's a beautiful thing. What have you? Yeah, it is a beautiful thing. Yes. So for the last part of today's episode, I thought, in my infinite wisdom, Michael had to step out for a second, but I thought, in my infinite wisdom, that maybe we would do a craft that was. Oh, I thought to myself, Eureka! I will make a craft that is related to the theme of the season of love, and I am going to be using my body parts to use this, to use the materials that I have at my disposal here. So here we have, careful not to run with those. I won't be running anywhere, but Okay, you just knocked over Tom Brady. I just knocked over Tom Brady. I'm so clumsy. All right, so here I have a blue slash red marker. No, grab it again. If you could grab it again. All right, now I'm going to take my other. No. Don't get ahead of yourself there, Matt. I'm going to take the cap off of perfect, and then I'm going to just knock the scissors to the side here. Yup, and grasp a piece of paper and write. Yeah, who needed that? Flick. A soft flick is perfect. Yes, there's so much paper. Oh, yes. Which paper will I choose? This is the paper I will choose. So, what I...
Would you like to know whose Valentine?
I would love to know whose Valentine I'm creating today.
So, because it's been feeling a little lonely,
Yes.
I thought you should make a Valentine for Parlsona.
For
today.
Parlsona. There's no better time than now. Here we go. So, nope. Lift up that pen for a second, and maybe we can. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to slide. Maybe I'm going to. No, okay. This is perfect. All right. So we're going to start by drawing a big heart. As big. Very good. Very good. Yeah, I'm very impressed with myself, to be honest with you. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the other end of the marker that I have. Very good. And off that one goes too. You know what? We'll pick it up later. It's not a big deal. And well, maybe I'll just maybe I'll give myself a little mustache here on either side. Very good. I'm so funny. So I'm going to write on this Valentine that I'm creating a little message for Parlsona, and I'm gonna say, here's what I'm thinking. I'm gonna say, you word me out. And I'm gonna take care to spell word, yep, exactly like that. And it's sort of a play on words because there we go, isn't that cute? You word me out, and with hearts and kisses. This is very cute. Now, I'm going to set this marker back down in the there we go, perfect. And then I'm going to take my scissors and brandishing them very carefully because injuries are something we're going to strive to avoid. So I'm going to be instructing. I'll stop. I'm going to, be careful. I'm going to be instructing my hands which way to go, because I think it's a fun little exercise. So, straight, to the right. Yep, keep going. Now left. Good, stop. A little more to the right, like a 90 degree. Nope. Yeah, keep going straight. And just keep going straight. All the way out, and we're going to do this in steps. We're going to do this in pieces. Right, okay. This is, yeah, here's what I've got so far. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to place yes, perfect. And just keep little more to the right, little more to the, nope, that's the left. Little more to the right. Very good, perfect. Yes, good. And keep going. And, yeah, make sure you've got the, I'll just have a sip of water. This is thirsty work. Oh no. Our supplies are a little wet. I'm a clumsy klutz. Okay, so yeah, there. That's exactly what I was going to suggest. Was okay. So here, it's really only this top part that we need to do. So a little further down. Yes, perfect. Now make a cut. I'm going to make a cut only about 3 inches long. A little longer than that. Yep, keep going. And if I go straight with my cut, that's perfect. Yes. All right. I think that's just about as good as it's going to get today. So here is my Valentine for Parlsona. Mwah! It's a work of art. Bravissimo. And here it is. I want you all to see it. Here it is. You word me out. And it's a nice sentiment. Because who wouldn't want to be worded out? So, what? Hooray! So, the final step of the process is I'm going to be grabbing my Valentine. Here. Yep. And there's also, yep, perfect. Great. And the other thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to be taping it to my chest, just like Schmoochle. Or maybe, I don't know what this is. Oh, is this glitter glue? No, it's white. It's white glue. So, yes, I'm going to unscrew it. And, yep, good. That's nice and open. So, nope. First thing we have to do is you have to flip this on the other side. Flip this on the other side. Very good. And yes, using my fine motor skills and dexterity, I'm going to be placing some glue on this and then placing it. How much do we have in here? Certainly not that much. Oh, this is hard work. I'm sweating from the brow here. Phew! Yes. My thyroid hurts. Okay. All right. Oh, yeah, here we go. Now, I've done a great job of that's far more than enough glue. Perfect. And now I'm going to set this down on the table. Yep, that works. And then what I'm going to do, and this is going to be very careful precision work here, is I'm going to take it and, yes, okay, the glue, yeah, okay. So, and then what we're going to do is make sure we get it right side up and then just place it right in the middle of my chest. There it is. So much like Schmoochle, the smell of glue. Much like Schmoochle, I now have my very own heart on my chest. And so I think that this is a perfect opportunity to sign off on Lucky Episode 13. Thank you so much to my hands. Oh, I almost forgot. Thank you for the reminder, Sydney. We do have one more thing. For those of you who have been submitting your candidacy in today's raffle giveaway, thank you. We're going to be drawing our winner now. And the winner of today's giveaway draw is going to be winning a Rare Schmoochle, be in celebration of its availability this weekend in My Singing Monsters. And so we're drawing the entry now. Oh, I'm shivering with anticipation. And that's how I divined what the answer was going to be. And the winner of the giveaway of Rare Schmoochle is Woohoo's 22! Yay! Woohoo's 22! I couldn't be more excited. Thanks so much. Make sure to whisper at us. Woohoo's 22. There you go. I got the 2 2s happening there. Make sure that you whisper at us and include your friend code or BBBID. So just type that in on Twitch and make sure you let Monster Handler Sydney know so that we can deliver your Rare Schmoochle to you. That'll be coming at you next week, early next week on Monday most likely. And yeah, let me think. Is there anything more that we need to do today? Sydney, can you think of anything?
No, I think that's everything.
I think that's everything that we need to do. All right, so wrapping up Lucky Number Episode 13 of My Singing Monsters Live, we want to thank you for joining us today.
Someone just subscribed. Would you like to say thank you?
Thank you so much. Yay!
Dr. Funkatron. I might know who that is.
Dr. Funkatron just subscribed. Thank you so much, Dr. Funkatron, for your patronage. We really appreciate it. We heart you. Yes, we love that. Okay, so without much further ado, I'm going to sprout a second head that is going to appear. Whoa! Just like Schmoochle, look who it was. It was Monster Handler Michael.
I didn't go anywhere.
Would you like to do the sign off with me?
Yes, of course.
But you have to continue to wave. Okay?
Yes.
All right, so here we go. Happy monstering! Bye, everyone. See you next week. Bye. Mwah, 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 mwah.